Hello and welcome back, this is Insti and I'm continuing playing the Pillars of Eternity 2, the Deadfire. Last episode, well, Kohara ruins, whatnot, went a little boom. Well, not the ruins, more like the Adra stone, and we kinda caused some problems in Tikawara. People don't really like us there, I think. Let's check. Well, actually they do, which is kind of weird. But yes, they hate us and like us. It's complicated, you know, complicated. But anyways, I digress. We are continuing our exploration like good old times, and subterranean temple it is. And I'm kind of excited to start. That I started the streaming. I will continue it today, most likely. After traipsing through the barren desert of several hours, you come upon an Engvitan ruin in the center of a clearing. As you near, you realize the door to the ruin's entrance is emblazoned with the broken crown of Voidica. The door swings open at your approach, and you immediately feel an oppressive presence butting against your mind. It tests your mental defenses, searching for a gap to exploit. Then, just as quickly as the presence arrived, it's gone. One thing I've noticed, you think that the most stressful thing when you start streaming with your face is that everybody can see your face. Well, the weird thing is, of course, because you can't see the people who are there or might not be there, it's not that stressful. At least it wasn't for me. The more stressful for me was that, that the technical works, techniques works, and internet connection is fine. I'm remembering every detail, getting everything to work. And that was a bit stressful. Also, the weird feeling that I got, you do get it when you're recording a little these episodes. You do get it when you stream without face, but I didn't realize it would get so much more severe. It's the feeling that when you're doing some work, you know how to do the work. You are good what you're doing. But then there's that person standing behind you, staring constantly what you're doing, and you start to doubt yourself. And that was weird because I've played Cyberpunk 3 times. I have 900 hours. I've played once on computer, twice on console. So you would think that I shouldn't have those problems with the Cyberpunks, but suddenly I felt like I don't know the buttons, I don't know how to play it and whatnot. But I digress. That's just what I was thinking today. But now we are starting to think of bloody game and the subterranean temple. So sorry about that, dude. That was lucky. Turquoise and potion of ascension. Where do we ascend? All power levels ascend. Okay. Those I didn't take those. It would help if I picked them up. Yeah. Gulfarik. So I guess you're some kind of a human. So I'll change my... Wait. There it is. Yeah, see, I'm missing my buttons already. What? Yeah, this works.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Oh, by the way, what weapon are you using? Well, you're using a so you are vulnerable to hammer. So halt Hammerzeit. We are in a good position, I must say, because these guys can't really do anything except shoot. And you're taking the brunt of the beating. Yeah, this is going. This is a good spot to be. This might take a little while though. Wait, what is happening here? Oh, you're healing your animal. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine. You guys got. Wait, are you? What are you doing? Why are you not doing anything? Well, that makes it easier now. Oh, there was Arnfruda too. Yeah, I think Alot was blocked by these guys, and for some reason, Alot wasn't smart enough to go around. You know, that happens. And now you're not fighting with me.
Not a problem, Captain.
Well, it kinda is. Wait, why does it feel like nobody's doing what they're supposed to be? Like, yeah, AI active, yes. Oh. Yes. Come on.
Right between the eyes.
That works.
Like something?
Where's my... Oh, what do we have? Well, we are not moving apparently. Well, that was weird. Fortunately, we were in a good situation. Otherwise, that would have been a bit bad, I would say. Exceptional. Oh, Gulfric's journal. Gulfarix. 2nd for Nivero 2080-27, and the new year is come. The time for reflection, beginnings and endings. Here I am, an aged man of 60 years, retired from the service of the Steel Garrote. I have no family of which to speak, no letters bind me to this life, but those that bind me to my brothers in the order. In the tradition of the new year, I wonder, will I spend my twilight years in a swift decline, waiting only to feel the pallid night's touch upon my cheek? No, for decades, veterans of the Garrote have traded tales of legendary mace said to be blessed by Boudica herself. What I would give to behold, but one thing touched by the hands of the exiled queen. I will embark on my final quest. I will gather my brothers, find the mace, and with it, a pride that will buoy me to the end of my days. So be it. First in Prima 2080-27. Long we have journeyed, my brothers and I. I begin to wonder now if this was a fool's errand, an old man's last grasp at the glory of boyhood tales. We left Eder in good spirits on a boat bound to the Deadfire. Our good cheer has fled, yet still we are on this cursed boat. Weird were the legends a lie, cut for the old soldiers to chew, fodder for a talk of remember when and the good old days. I wake in the night thinking I have heard the sound of Vimark's familiar drunken stumble into the barracks, but it is only the groan of the ship or a deck door swung open and slamming in the wind. I miss the comforts of the Garrote's lair, a roaring fire, strong beer, a tale or two among friends. Will I ever know those comforts again? Spoiler alert, you won't. 7th Majestu 2080-27. The tide has turned into our favor. Ulfric muscled a tip from a skittish fisher boy in a port. There is an ancient shrine on a nearby island. The boy said, and none from this town will venture within 100 yards of it. Expecting little more than a benighted ruin, we dropped an anchor just off its coast and rowed ashore. And what should we find but a shrine of dedicated queen that was and her mace of legend? The mace itself is exquisite, a marvel of craftsmanship. It will look magnificent above the mantle in the Garrote's hideaway. Ah, how my eyes burn to imagine the tales they will tell of us. We have decided to rest here for the night, and feast on our remaining hardtack and jerky. Tomorrow we begin our journey home. Surely Boudica herself guides our path. 18th Majesty. I cannot remember the last time I have slept so well. Not on the boat, not in the barracks, not even my own bed as a boy. Perhaps it is the presence of the shrine that suits me. Indeed, these past few hours I've known only the peace of a man might find a communion with his God. My brothers and I have decided to remain here for another night. We are old, and we are weary, and we all find comfort at the presence of the exiled queen. This is a safe place. Certainly we will find no trouble here. Well, trouble found you. Where's the maze? Come on. Deal with the trap. Alright, we could move a little bit faster. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So many dead bodies. Well, it's a Temple of Boudica after all. So, kinda makes sense. I guess those were other people searching for the maze.
What do you suppose that belly thing is?
Right. A cave-in has rendered this doorway impassable. Thank you. Money. There's the maze. I was a little worried that we wouldn't have that. Yeah. The statue of Boudica bears an exquisite maze in its hand. A presence in the maze reaches out to touch your mind. The presence you first encountered when you entered the ruins. Examine the maze. I'm gonna grab it.
What is this thing?
Interesting. I had no idea it's a maze.
Rimmergum's frigid ballsack!
You and your ballsack. It makes a heaving sound as if eaten something foul. Well, I kind of would like to go with the cruel, but I kind of want to know what happened.
That thing, whatever it is, it's stupid. Really, really stupid. And disgusting.
I'll have to say, think about it, if I wouldn't have the mod world, we wouldn't have this discussion. Interesting. The maze's leather-wrapped hilt is curiously untouched by age. Its head is fashioned from a dark metal and radiates a cruel, biting gold. Once again, the presence reaches for you, grasping at your mind with claws sharp and relentless as a bird of prey. The statue's stone is dabbled with rot and riven with age. It must have been placed here long ago. Grab the maze. You find the maze painfully cold to the touch. The presence inhabiting it probes at the edges of your mind, searching for cracks in your mental defenses. Let the maze continue. Close off your mind. I don't know. Maybe I close off your mind? I'll try that. You attempt to steel yourself against the presence in the maze, but it won't be deterred. It latches onto your mind like a leech. The maze floods you with the desire to remain near the statue and protect it, even at the cost of your life. I'll try to take the maze. Oh, it's a resolve check. Okay, take it. You reach for the maze. A surge of power compels you to leave it where it lies. You are helpless to resist. Am I allowed to try that again? Okay, I am. So it needs resolve. What kind of resolve do I have? Bloody hell. Who would have thunk? I have 15. Do I have something that would upgrade my resolve? Like item or something like that? I don't think it can be. Because 15 is quite high, so... well, hello there. +2. Let's try this again. Now let's check. Result 17. Come on, that should be enough. Grab it. Close your mind. Take it. Try as it might, the maze is unable to compel you to stay in the ruins. You lift it from the statue with no ill consequence. Hell yeah! Damn it. Magistrate cudgel. 35. Well, that doesn't... 11 to 59. 30% damage, 8 accuracy, 2 penetration. Marked for 30 seconds on scoring hit, plus 10 accuracy against target. Yes. Binds with Cypher Fighter and Monk. Bloody hell. Well, at least we got it. So, where did it... So, it need... What? There's a head there. So, it needs 15 or... More than 15, I mean. Was this a two-handed weapon? No, one-handed. But I can't soulbound it to me, but... There is one person we could soulbound it. Honestly, we might. We might actually do that. It might be a better than what we have now. Hello, Ada. You will get this Vorticus maze, and hopefully you are strong-willed, because either that or the soul will consume your mind. And we got 250 damage to judged enemies. Okay, you could, use the maze for a while.
Oh, yes.
Now.
As you wish.
Now that was nice. That was indeed nice. When I say nice, it means nice. So what will be the next place we go? Island name. So everybody knows that there's no point come back here because the maze is gone. What you have to understand, there is no maze. This is empty. Okay. So I'll take my leave here, Tangaloa's Maw and Ruined Tower, and once I'm there, I'll see you there. So, we're back. Here we are, so let's see what we can find. Water, at least, that's good, so our crew won't die on thirst. Forgotten Catacomb. Nice. The fetid vegetal smell of decay alerts you to the swamp before you stumble upon it. It extends far into the distance, overgrown with ancient trees and vines. Solid patches of ground are few and far between. Crossing the morass will likely demand many miles of arduous travel. Oh no, let's turn back. Well, forge ahead, onward. With patience and some careful maneuvering, you manage to keep yourself and the others out of the stinking morass and dry on ground. Actually, that wasn't that hard check, when you think about it. But anyways. You come upon particularly boggy stretch surrounded by dense trees with not a single patch of dry ground on sight. With no way forward but through, you forge ahead into the bog. The Crookback Bog. 5 hours. You're startled by a chorus of moaning voices. You spin around, searching for the source, but the moans seem to come from every direction at once. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Oh, bloody hell, I need to stop. Through the trees, you spot a narrow deer trail. You may be able to get free of the bog that way, but there's no telling where it leads. Head for the path. Obviously, Ada. With some quick thinking and good guide sense, Ada leads you safely to the path. You pause to catch your breath before forging on, but don't have long to rest. The moaning grows louder and closer. You are surrounded. Oh no, moaning myrtles has surrounded us. So what do we have? Skeleton. Oh no. And Rotgast. Well, to be honest, that's expected.
Death to our enemies.
Right on target.
I'm fairly certain my AI will deal with this.
No prisoner.
Where is Aether? Oh, there.
Death to our enemies.
Nice. Honestly, I probably want to change my sword because I kind of want to use that.
The stuff.
That's the stuff.
Still got it. Moe, Ixie, on us.
It takes time, but it's much nicer to use the Zweihander. Yeah, going fine.
To our enemies.
Although you guys could do something.
Speak freely.
Well, are we done? Yeah, I think we're done. Fortunately, it was pretty much basic enemies. Don't know what would happen if you fail. Probably they get a drop on you. Although this felt like an ambush too, so yeah. Are we done? Okay, we're done. Let's go to the ruined tower and ruin it a little bit more. Search. Copper pyre. Silver loose. And that's it. Oh, wait a minute. Now. Oh, I pause it. Let's grab the fruits first and then enter the forgotten catacomb. Well, not that forgotten. A lush, narrow valley lies below you. You spot an overgrown stone structure built into the valley's side in the distance. Before the stone structure spread a broad field, peppered with ancient plinths and mounds of cracked stonework. As you move closer, you discover that the stone structure is actually the entrance to a crypt. Though the doorway is thick with mud and as damp as sweat-slick skin, you continue down into the dark. We probably should get Pallegina, but I don't know how, and probably doing the stuff. Well, we met her once, so we'll probably meet her second time. So, but if we are going against Valian, well, I don't know how the Pallegina feels about it. Revenant Ogre, Darkghoul. Okay, those I can handle. Please no vampires. Vampires are annoying.
With pleasure. Watch where you're aiming that thing.
The season of harvest is here.
Deathguard Fanatic, okay. Are you... Okay, I have to check. How do you... Journal, inventory, character, map... Where's the... Cyclopedia. Bestiary. Are you a vessel? Now I wish I... Yes, I think they are vessels, so there's no point to change the weapon. Don't run.
You see that ish?
Better than that.
Moe, Ixie, on us.
I have no idea what's happening here, but I'm fairly certain we manage. A lot of beating. Bit electricity. Oh, bloody hell, I didn't notice a lot. Okay, maybe I should put back on the pause when damaged. Now it doesn't... Low health, yeah. Yeah. Well, sorry about that, Aloth. Okay, so 5 disengagement attacks or 750 damage. Fair trial grants fair trial once per encounter. Applies one of the strong, fit, quick, insightful, smart, steadfast for 50 seconds. Applies one of the aforementioned inspirations at random the first time you're affected by affliction in combat. Okay, that's interesting.
Leave it to.
Ooh, I'll put that in my inventory. I want to check that. Go not quietly. +5. Action speed in melee. Increases per engaged target +1. I don't know. Don't really know. How about it compared to Eothas? Honestly, probably not that well, because we already have a DLC armor, so that might be better. Yeah, this is legendary, so yeah, there's much better. Not bad, so I'm fairly certain we have use for it, and we of course have to check the upgrade path, but I'm fairly certain I'm gonna use those, what I have, at least on my main characters.
Take a guess. You're over there.
Okay, there's a trap. Oh, one of those. Let's move. Come on. Come on. I hate when you stop, though. The soil here has been disturbed recently. Good to know. Okay, so this is like so. Now, you two could try to shoot
Give me the order.
that.
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
That'll be much easier, like so. Maybe. Why?
Yeah.
You know, shoot. Okay, it's not taking any damage. There goes my plan. It did take a damage, but maybe it was a critical then. Maybe it was a critical then. Okay, you'll need to deal with the trap, please.
Not happening.
Deal with the trap. Why? Honestly, you can't. Okay. Is it because I don't care. Let's go.
I reap what I sow.
Oh, did we already? Did we already defuse the trap, but it just... I don't know anymore. Fortunately, that wasn't the worst one.
Would you look at that?
So... I guess the armor was the... Oh, well, again, it's not nothing. The problem, of course, is that I did the DLC, so I have better armor. But if I would have come here earlier, then yeah, that would be definitely nice. And yeah, we can use it with other characters, so this wasn't totally a bust, so to speak. It just feels like it because the armor didn't compare with the DLC armor that well, at least for now. Maybe if we upgrade it. Island name. Hopefully I typed that correctly. So, what's our next objective? It's this quadrant here. Maybe this area. If there's something there. That is a Valiant Trading Company. This is... So there has been only some water or something like that over there. I kind of wish to you know, scroll even further. I guess there would be a mod for that, because this is the farthest it goes. I kind of wish it could go further, even further. I'll guess we go to Onadere the Temptress, which is apparently a bounty. So once I'm there, we will see you there. And then we start tackling with these areas. Then here, you know the drill, you know the drill. So I'll see you soon. Be right back. I'll have to say the sails do make the change. That was quite fast. And I just realized why we couldn't scroll back that much. I was on the land. I somehow thought I already boarded the ship, but I wasn't. Sorry about that. That's my fail. Still, I kind of wish, even on the ship, I would like to get the camera a bit further away from the map if possible. But like I said, there's probably a mod for that. So, Onadere the Temptress should be doable. At least it's not a skull, at least maybe. Oh, I probably should have checked that from the journal. Oh. It's a ghost. Can I sleep? Yes, I can. Don't mind me, Onadere. I'm just resting here before I attack you, because I just realized apparently Alot doesn't sleep on the ship. No idea why.
We're not alone.
I know. We already saw them. Everybody, to the Onadere. Yeah. I'll go like so. Come on.
Taste this.
That's right.
Am I attacking the Temptress? I don't know. At least now I might be.
Whack him any harder.
Whack him any harder. Well, the Temptress took some beating there. There she goes. There she blows. Nice.
Yes.
Humility, the armor, exceptional. 10% chance to resist slash damage attacks. So I'm guessing that means completely. 10% chance to resist crush damage. Or pierce. So would that actually mean that if we are lucky we don't get any damage? That actually wouldn't be that bad at all.
Of course.
Oh. I guess we're done here then. We're not blinded anymore. Hooray! An old battleground. Rod. Pretty basic stuff. Again, it's a battlefield, so definitely makes sense. Yeah, so now we can see a bit further on the map, but still, a little bit more would be nice. So that would mean these are completely done. How about if we loop here in the north? We have observatory there. We could go and then maybe... Well, Icorno is over there. Abandoned and Flamewalker. Maybe I want to do it like so, because I kind of also want to check these, but I don't know. Or maybe I just go here first. I don't know. This is hard. Let's go to the observatory. Observatory. I'll have to be careful because there are pirates in here that can be a bit dangerous and they are quite aggressive. Didn't need to say, skip this because we're so fast. So fast that I'm dizzying myself. So yeah, there's Palagina. We'll probably have a chance to get her. Or I missed her. Who knows? Not looking too good, if I'm honest. It's scary.
Leave it to me.
The Cult of the Sanguine Harvest. Excerpted from the Legends of Era by Amaya, scholar of Rauatai. In all my travels among the island of the Deadfire Archipelago, I have heard tell of no cult so feared as the Sanguine Harvest. Bloody hell. All that is known of them is a hearsay and rumor. Based on this, I would be inclined to conclude that the Sanguine Harvest are little more than a story. But how is one to explain the disappearance of innocent kids around the 16th of the month? What may have befallen these poor souls is dismal indeed. Those few I spoke to who claimed knowledge of the Sanguine Harvest would swear to me only that they received it second-hand, and they had this to say. On the 16th of every month, the Sanguine Harvest choose one unlucky captive to kneel before their altar and become fodder of the cabal of vampires. Through this act, the leader of or Grand Harvester empowers a fearful soul-draining greatsword. To what end the Grand Harvester then puts this sword is unknown. The cult member or harvest canters then dance around the fire in a state of mindless ecstatic joy. They clothe themselves in robes of black edged in red, and on their robes is the insignia of a large dagger cutting 3 kids in half. It sounds too ridiculous to believe, does it not? And yet, I wonder. So this is like a vampires, but witches dancing next to the around the Satan or something like that. But I guess we will meet the cult. I kinda am tempted to have that. We're in a library and you can't find a right book. I guess they were looking at that book I found. Look harder than words, not just the pictures, yes. Oh, Torn Bannerman. So, I kinda wish to have that greatsword. That sounds tempting.
Bring them down!
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Are you even trying?
How did I miss that?
Not a chance.
Oh, sorry.
Right between the eyes.
I hope nobody saw that.
What did you do? You fumbled, I guess.
Get a clean head.
Are you healing? Oh, Maya is fine. Okay.
Got you now.
Kinda stuck over here.
The darkness flows and the light.
Okay, yeah, heal yourself, please. Oh, you're dead. Sorry. Well, not.
Ixi, Ona.
Oh, what
Glory
the?
be gone.
Come on, I kind of want to see the names. Fort Eothas. Oh, okay.
Still alive. I need something sharper.
Slash and pierce.
Bring them
Okay.
down!
Ixi, Ona. That dog won't hunt.
Come on.
On your feet.
That's a bloody mess. If you ever seen one.
Ixi, Ona.
Another. Okay, are we done? Ring of minor protection, exceptional pistol, counters of greater reliability, 25 misses of... I don't know if anyone needs that. I'll check if everybody has some kind of a gloves. What is... Oh, boom. Right. Now, gloves. Gloves. +3 accuracy. You don't have gloves, so we could give you some gloves. Who has the gloves? You have. Yep. You need gloves. And exceptional scepter. Amulet of greater health. Nothing really I need.
I'll see it done.
Oh great,
Death to our enemies.
I just wanted to see the map and suddenly I'm barraged from the balcony. Now, you guys can stop. I think I can handle this by myself. Oh bloody hell. Why did you have to go there, you dumbass? I wanted to have... You stole my key later, probably. How many deaths I already have with this? Well, maybe they are not Keith. I don't know.
Well, don't see why not.
This enchanted diorama shows a different island than the one you landed on, and a minuscule figure faces atop of the stone tower. Okay, is that a miniature model or actually a shrunk island? No idea. So what kind of area we have here? Myrmidon. I think, was it the Myrmidon that it means ant? In Greek. I'll have to check that, because I have that weird feeling. I'll probably completely wrong. Of course, it's a Greek myth, legendary Thessalian tribe, but they are soldiers, of course, but yes. They are famously described as having been transformed from ants into men by Zeus, hence their name, which is derived the Greek word myrmex. So, yes, that is one of those weird things I just know, because you need to know. So, useful knowledge. Anyways, we're back. Okay, let's continue. Now, pretty basic. The orrery. Orrery. Sorry. Uh-oh. My brain and tongue are disjointed.
What did you find, Ishi?
Shroud of Phantasm grants living illusions 1% chance to gain a brilliant inspiration when receiving damage. Grants mystical celerity, not celebrity, while affected mind inspiration spells cast more quickly. Illusory images of yourselves. That's not terrible. Maybe that is something I could use on you. What do you have? You have basic... Yeah, I'll give you this. You can be Eothas, a many color or something like that. For me! Eothas, yes, it's for you. Oh! Unlonely dog. I think that was a bit of an overkill, but yeah. Why? No. Kingfisher. This volume it's a quest item. This volume records the text of a Huana constellation legend. One passage has been underlined. When fog thickened over path, the huntress let out a piercing whistle and called for the kingfisher, who hovered between her eyes and whispered of what lay ahead. So quest item. No, where? What happened? Oh, thank you. Did we take it? Yeah, we did. I don't know what happened there. I'm not gonna take these basic books, although I could sell them and get something out of them, but to be honest, I think we had passed that point. At the moment, at least. Can I see that? Well, I can see that, but you know. An inscription in the grimoire reads, Calacoth's petrifying ink. That's one hell of a ink. Calacoth. It rolls from your tongue. Animancy in the modern age.
What did you find, Ishi?
Battle-worn grimoire. Meteor Sow, Arcane Cleanse, Wilting Wind, Calacoth's Freezing Rig. Probably not that bad. So I'm fairly certain that what we have now is better, but it can be interesting. Can I see? I wish there might be, but I kind of want to know if there is a. I'll have to check that if there's an easy way to compare grimoires, because that would be lovely. The Leviathan. This volume records the text of the Huana constellation. The Huntress leaped from her boat in time to see it splintered in half as the Leviathan brought down its mighty tail. So we have to go to the other side and find another one of those. I'm fairly certain there will be 3. Because that would make sense. If it's only 2, I will start screaming. It's got to be 3. It needs to be 3. On the provenance and ruination of Neketaka Old City. Exceptional lecture given before an annual convention of the Academy of Architectural History in Era. Close examination by learned parties suggest that Neketaka is significantly older than it might first appear. Ah. Well, I'm not gonna read that, but I might take it. And it's in Alot's inventory, it shouldn't be there.
What did you find, Ishi?
Scroll of Lightning. Very, very frightening. Galileo, Galileo Figaro. Don't tell me there's not a third one. There's got to be a third one. A tiny plaque reads, Horizon shipwrecked under the command of Captain Rakua on her final voyage for Lost Ukaizo. There's no third one. Off. At least not in this level. There's still a chance. There's still a chance.
Not happening.
Please come. Yes, there was the third one. The Huntress. Donning her bandolier, the Huntress set out from her village. She paused on a hill to survey the path ahead. So I was right. There's 3. Did I check every... I did... Yeah, I did check these. Whoa, so no need to scream. So orrery it is. Orrery. Orrery. Jesus. Yes. Anyone here? Anyone home?
Ishi, fly up there and crack open one of those bronze eggs.
Bronze egg. A skeletal figure clutches scroll in both of his gnarled hands. His skin crinkles like an old parchment and with every moment pulls to the point of nearly tearing. He glances up, his eyes burning and severe in the intensity. Wait a minute. So, what kind of... I kind of wish to... I can't check him out, but we definitely want to fight. He's bound to have a good loot.
No. I watched you die, crushed under that castle. Your monument to hubris.
Says you. How rich coming from your mouth. So, console out, my old boy. You didn't stay dead. Maybe we would... have to try again. What a little remains of his lips pulls back to reveal long, gumless teeth in a perpetual grimace.
Hey, it's our little skull. Oh, we thought we'd lost you. You've grown so much. A whole body now.
Well, I kind of want to have my skull back.
Silence! I've suffered several lifetimes worth of your inane babble already.
Try to live with him a little bit longer than you. Gonzalo bears his teeth at Eden.
Again you interrupt my plans, and again I am forced to compensate.
He closes his fist around the skull and shows it away. Skull-shaped absence in my back that not just any lich can feel. Could I sworn I watch you die as well, but here we stand. I was wondering what happened to me. Yes, there's a skull-shaped absence in my back that not just any lich can feel.
My days of bouncing in your shadow or being jostled amongst spears and daggers are over. This is the end of our sordid companionship.
Well, no.
Let's not fight. We just want our little skull back. The rest you can keep.
Yes, I agree with Ada.
You will keep your hands away from me, cur.
No.
Whatever beginner's luck won you the day at Cragholt has expired. Fate brought us here to correct its error.
Well, I'll have to correct your imagination, because I killed you once, I will kill you twice. If not now, later, after in another dimension where we didn't lose.
One such offense was inexcusable. Your very presence, an abomination.
Still.
Rather cocky for a man with no skin.
Ooh, burn Aloth. Nice. Really nice.
Then I'll borrow some of yours. Describe a spell that shrinks ears.
Okay, speaking of abominations, didn't I kill you?
Few things delight me more than slamming the prophet door on the usher's hand.
His rictus grin splits wider still.
If the circle sent you to interrupt my research, I'll fashion a scarecrow of your remains to deter their next hapless victim.
Archemir sent me, I suppose we are after the same thing. The Torn Bannerman laid siege Cragholt before. Why are they working for you now? Well, they're mercenaries. They do what they're being paid to do. How did you end up in the Deadfire? What's your interest in the observatory? I'm not looking for a fight, but I won't hesitate to defend myself. I'm going to mount your skull on a surprise as a figurehead. Honestly, we could try the peaceful, but bloody hell, I want to try this.
You would have done better to submit and wilt under my power. The things I do to you will make that end seem a gift.
Honestly, after I kill you, I'm gonna sculpt you. I'm sorry. That's so horrible. I'm sorry. Grimacing console hard raises his bony fingers and mutters an incantation under his breath. Okay. Oh, you are at least 2 skulls, so we so we will take the third one. Let's start. Let's retreat. Retreat, guys. Now let's deal with Teog. By the by, yeah. We need to take the bannermans down first.
Hey, whose side are you on?
They're of no consequence, but we need to take them down. Honestly, Aloth, yes, you're reading my mind. The fireball it is.
That's not very helpful.
Okay, even more. Even more. There goes the priest. Almost. Call to slumber.
That was about as...
You're almost dead. You're almost dead. Let's kill you first.
As a bump on a pickle.
We have a delayed fireball, so that could work on there. Oh, it's too late already. Now, Aloth, we need more spells for you. I think we need more spells for you. And we are so far okay. Okay, that worked.
No prisoners.
Now, Console, your skull. will be mine. And don't worry, I'm not gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. That was too horrible. Even against like creature against like you. Oh, sorry, there's still one of these here.
Just usually happen.
Strain.
Okay, could you know, shoot this guy too? Did you have Aloth move?
Bring them down.
Too slow.
Oh, good.
Okay, now deal with this.
Absolutely not.
Breathe through leak now.
This is futile.
Yay! Maggie says, Cudgel. What did we get? Deliberation randomly grants +1 armor, +1 bonus penetration, or -20 recovery time for a short duration when engaged. This is a weird Cudgel, but it seems nice. Travel to Oathbinder's Sanctum and rest at the altar. Oathbinder's Sanctum, Oathbinder's Sanctum. Have we been there? Wait, what's happening?
Something I can...
Okay. Oh, bloody hell, that was... Oh, I was paralyzed. Okay. Iron clasped grimoire. Well, Aloth, you will have that. Effort. Two-handed. Is it better than what I have now? Unfortunately not. The question is, what are the... Well, because of course this is a superb and this is just exceptional. The question is, what are the additional effects? Hits with this weapon cause 10% damage as a raw damage over time. Grants determined demise effort. Purges fear of imminent death from the wielder. Grants immunity to resolve affliction when near death. So what could we use to enchant it? Enchantment. Valiant Demise. On unconscious launches an AoE that gives allies steadfast for 20 seconds and does full attack to enemies. Inspiring Demise. Grants Inspiring Demise. Immune to... Oh, sorry. So it already... Then we have Hemorrhaging. Critical hits can cause hobbled and sickled afflictions. Maiming. Hit with this weapon cause 15% damage, raw damage. Over time. I don't know. I kind of want to change a weapon, but... I don't know if this is the one. I don't feel it, you know. I'll check. No, I don't really feel it. It's not bad, probably, if you upgrade it to superb. But I don't feel it. No, not yet. Can I see what kind of spells Console Hot had? Arcane Cleanse. Strips off all beneficial effects those in area of effect. Corrosive Skin. Temporal Cocoon. Wielding Wind. I don't know. I don't... Even that isn't that great. Well, great. It's great, but...
Sure.
Still. Good thing we didn't go here.
Thinks you got the decency to die?
Good thing we didn't go here. Panther. Reaching for her quiver and finding it empty, the huntress cast her bow to the ground and resolved to fight the panther barehanded. So constellations, and we need to probably go through them correctly or something like that. So we are pretty screwed because I suck with that. Save. This brass telescope has recently been cleaned. Both lenses are polished to fine sheen. Look through the telescope. The glare of daytime sun prevents you from detecting any star. You have to wait. Oh, bloody hell. Yes, of course. That makes sense. So let's wait. Wait. Well, it was almost night. Well, not, but look through the telescope. An ocean of stars stretches out before you. The night sky is no stranger, but you seldom see it with such intimacy. A dizzy spell overtakes you. The stars blur out of their normal positions. When your focus returns, each of the celestial bodies cracks open one by one, their light bleeding together. The stars converge to form a series of winking eyes. Greetings, pal. The words spell themselves out in the stars. Beneath the winking eyes, the crescent moon slowly widens and rotates it into a green. Say nothing. While you're looking around, try not to think too hard about what's up here. Some secrets are worth keeping. The largest eye of the eyes winks. You blink and the night sky reasserts its normal configuration.
You look like you could use some fresh air.
Aloth, we're outside. How fresh the air can be? I don't know. Huntress. You spot the Huntress with ease, her bandolier of weapons standing out as a band of stars. Kingfisher? You know the position of Kingfisher just above particularly bright pairing of stars. Panther? You spot the Panther near the crescent stars meant to represent a fallen bow. And Leviathan. The Leviathan is positioned over a cluster of stars in the shape of a shattered canoe. Okay, nope. So we've checked those constellations. What does it mean? Do we use it on this equipment here?
Leave it to me.
I will. The control mechanism of this orrery is tarnished, though recently oiled. Some of the lever shows sign of meddling. Read the plaque. Pekarna, if you're reading this, you've forgotten again. You blasted your mind to bits to trying to describe Pekarna's clarity of thought. I'm sorry. Never doubt yourself. For years of research were well spent, even if no one called you archmates at the end of them, even if they laughed. I know you remember the legend of the favorite Huana constellation, the Huntress. When you need a little confidence, set the coordinates of the Huntress and the 3 stages of her tail into this orrery. You can do more with half of brain than most competent wizards, so get back to work. Love, Pekarna.
If I don't survive our adventures, promise me you'll burn all my books.
What have you been writing? Some kind of a fanfic, mate? I don't know. Yeah, I'll promise. I'll enter the coordinates of the Huntress legend constellation. As the last number settles into a place, you hear the sound of a dormant gears beginning to turn. A low vibration builds under your feet. Okay. They see me rolling, they hating. I don't know. The ball is open. A whale of wand. Of a wand, I mean. So Archimer. No, that's a rod. Little low on the low damage is lower, 2 points, but high damage is higher. Okay, and it's only a pierce. Range same, penetration less, attack time same, recovery time. Is that less? I think. Both are superb. Beasts Imagine. Hits with this weapon have a 5% chance to cast form form of the helpless beast. So, so it can change the Keith enemy to something else. Spell hits have 5% chance to charm targets. Honestly, I don't think we need that. At least not for now. Well, I don't know how I feel about that puzzle solving. Basically, if we have what we need, it automatically inserts. You don't really need to know the story. You don't even need to read the story. You just click the button and it's done. I kind of understand it, because when you have the knowledge, you really don't need to do it. But then as a player, I don't have anything to do. Maybe it should be an option. Do you want to solve your puzzles yourself, or let the characters solve? I don't know. Again, we are moving so slow, so I'm gonna reload, be right back. Let's see if that fixed our movement speed. Yes, it did. I have no idea what would cause that, but it doesn't really matter. So we done Archemer's quest now. Pretty much once we're done with the island hopping and whatnot, we'll have completed quite a few quests. Well, I was going to go here, but we might as well go here because it's closer, so we can, you know, do like something like that. The burning shoals. Okay. Anyways, we might go here as fast as we can. Crooksburg Captain, Slavers. Well, that was fast. I'll go here first. The jungle grows increasingly dense as you travel east. The shade provided by the canopy above does little to mitigate the heat. Moisture and the perpetual qua of insects thicken there. Don't eat the insects. The path rises to a sharp incline and your legs ache as you ascend. Slowly the jungle thins and you find yourself atop of a long ridge. Before you spreads a yawning chasm. It stretches from mountains in the north toward the sea to the south, and you can't make the bottom for the darkness. Curiously, a rope spans the divide. Take the advantage of the view. From the top of the cliff, you can look back over the western expanse of the island. The Deadfire shimmers blue toward the horizon. The islands of Kua or Rikuhu just visible to the south. You can even make out the surprise at anchor in the distance. It's as if the entire eastern side of the island was forced up out of the ground, or perhaps the western half sank into the sea. To northeast, a thin line of smoke rises from the jungle. I don't suppose you know what this place is? Maybe history or... Let's try history. With a shake of her head, Alice says, sorry, no idea. So it's not history. We have religion and survival. Let's go with survival. Sure, it's a good place to test a rope. With a shake of her head, Shorty says, sorry, no idea. The yawning chasm? Why don't you give it a name and see if it catches on, Maestrox? Okay, what about me? With a shake of her head into the... Sorry, no idea. To who? Examine to whom? Examine the rope. You. It's a three-strand twisted rope, much like those purveyed by any number of merchants across Era. It seems surprisingly clean and unworn, easily strong enough to bear the weight of the heaviest kith. Craftsmanship is slightly richer, perhaps Durwooden or Valian. The divide is vast, the crossing would be strenuous and fall fatal. Well, let's search the surrounding area. There's nothing overtly suspicious, certainly no sign of traps. Recent footprints crowd the rocks, the rope is anchored though. The rope is anchored to, though Kith and Ogre both. said it looks like. Okay, I don't know. Let's go. The rope creaks as you grab hold and shimmy out onto it. By the time you're both across the rope, Edda looks exhausted, sweaty, and gulping down air. Edda was injured. Keep going. Slips. Indistinctly, you grab his arm, wrenching it. He dangles over the darkness below you, threatening to pull you both down. Let him go. Pull up. Oh yeah, gritting your teeth and straining, you pull Edda back up to the rope. He clings to it desperately. I bet he does. You carefully pull yourself to the far side. Beyond the canyon, the jungle opens up into a broad field interspersed with huge fruit-dotted trees. The jungle continues towards the mountains to the north, but to the southeast, the Deadfire is visible above a sharp decline towards the shore. What draws your eyes, however, is the sight that rises before you. One of the trees, blackened and blistered by flame, hosts a number of Aumar-sized corpses suspended by the neck. Yeah, that's called hanging. They are probably not suspended. Suspended feels like I'm suspended to this rope while I'm cleaning the windows. They're hanging. A lot of souls there, so looking ripe for the reaping. Shotty expression lights with a dark and covetous gleam. Shotty! We might want to know why they were hanged. And you are just thinking, oh my, so many souls. So why are you complaining if I kill people? You should be happy. I've given you so much souls. Hey, I'm not dreaming this, right? Look, if I wanted to see this kind of a thing, I'd have stayed home. Edda, his mouth firm, diverts his attention to the ground nearby. Nearby movement and voices grab your attention. You see, of all people, 4 members of your crew standing around the base of the tree. We should bury them. It's what they would want and what their gods demand, Eld Angrim growls. Sure, Uzi2 answers, right after we finish going through their pockets. They don't have pockets, Seal's sister Delia says, strictly speaking. Vanity frowns up the tree. Is anyone else worried about who did this? It clearly wasn't the beast or Keith. You're suggesting an ogre wouldn't hang a bunch of corpses, Uzi2 asks, because these look like ogre prints to me. Eyes wide, Eld Angrim snaps. Attention, Captain. So maybe they weren't hanged. I don't know. What are you doing out here? Uzi2 calls. We were gathering supplies for surprise, Captain, just as we always do when we're docked. The hand pointed at the tree, and this seemed worth investigating. How do you even get out here? Shield Sister Delia looks slightly flummoxed by the question. We're sailors, Captain. Climbing is a part of the job. Besides, Uzi2 chimes in, there was a rope. The line over the gorge wasn't yours then? No, Captain, Vanity answers with a shake of her head. I doubt any of us even own a rope that doesn't belong to Surprise. I own a rope, Uzi2 grumbles. It's 8 feet long and in fine condition. Thank you. Those aren't supplies, they are corpses. Cut them down. Find anything interesting? Arms crossed, Uzi2 frowns at the ground. Not yet. We haven't been here long enough to take a good look around. That's not entirely true. Vanity says, look at the wounds on these folks and the rope used to string them up. It all suggests raiders from the eastern reach. Carry on. Just remember that your captain deserves a cut. Shield Sister Dahlia salutes. Aye, Captain, who sits and smirks. Oh, we got Mara. You move towards the tree. Vultures perch among its branches, peer down at you like a judge is presiding over a court. Search the area. You do that. Frowning, Maya waves you over and points out a few oddities. While clothing this Aumar wear resembles that of a Huana, they favor hides and leathers over cloth and shell. Some were stabbed before they were hanged, bearing wounds of consistent with daggers or swords. A few have had their throats slit. Few have burn marks. The tree was clearly burned before they were killed. So okay, they weren't hanged, so that would make sense, but I was fairly certain they were hanged. Anyways, search for the presence of spirits. You see the spirits at the edge of the vision almost without trying. When you open yourself to their presence, they wash over you, torrential rush of blistering pain and icy fear. The Forenkith jostled you with the shoulder and elbow, brought you with the blade and spear. Their armor too heavy for the Deadfire, shines in the firelight as if they were virtues. You spit. No, there's no virtue in these godless raiders. They killed the young druid. They broke the elder's staffs and told... Elder's staffs? Wouldn't that be staves? And stole the doctor's herbs. Now they burn Amira's tree. Or am I incorrect? Staves? I digress. It doesn't matter. Will it ever again host every color known to God or kiss against the perfect azure dome of the sky? You pray to will. You pray to Amira, to Nagati, to Rikuhu, Kohopa, and Tangaloa both, and to the faces of Otoamo High. What more can these foreigners take from you, you wonder, as they cut off lengths of rope? The vision ends abruptly, washing away like water over the side of the ship's deck. Burn the bodies. You collect and wrap the remains, then gather tinder and kindling to build up a small bonfire. As the bodies burn, you try not to breathe too deeply of the smoke from the smoldering flesh. Among the sooty detritus of departed, you uncover a pair of sandals with a palpable aura of power. Footprints of Ahutaka. +1 casts with level 2 pre-spell. +2 dexterity, +10% healing done. Okay, we know who will get that. Well, want to put that lamp of yours to use, Shotty? With a solemn nod, the Dulsar raises her lantern and a harsh swing. Then the light from inside bursts like a dying star as she reaps the spirit of the lost. You cross the clearing, leaving the morbid tree behind, and re-enter the jungle. Okay, wait a minute. Now let's see those sandals. There you are. Definitely for you, you don't even have anything on your feet. I need to rest because I think Ada is a bit wounded. So, isolated beach it is. A little fight here and there. As you make your way along the road, you notice the light dimming as if a shadow has fallen over you. You glance around, unsure of where it's coming from. The air feels thick, pregnant with unseen energy. The road ahead looks clear, but you've been deceived by appearances before. You don't detect anything resembling conventional Keith magic. I would advise caution. Alot flutters his fingers of his grimoire, eyes scanning your surroundings. Investigate your surroundings. A large stone stands just off the road and your head swims as you approach it. Behind it, you locate an unusual collection of bones and sticks. A small wilder totem that glows balefully, its power disturbing the essence around it. Destroy the totem. With a few brutal strikes, you reduce the totem to a pathetic pile. The air immediately clears, the droning of your hair you heard before replaced with a nearby rustling. A large naga slithers forward, hissing, its tongue flickering between long fangs. A talon-tipped finger extends toward you. A few other nagas hiss in choral response, and the group approaches, their savage weapons at the ready. Bloody snakes. Here they come to record day. Oh, shaman. That has to go down and fast. By the by, we could use a... Oh, we are using the right one.
That's not very helpful. That's it! Not exactly my area of expertise. They'll hurt yet.
Ah,
Death to our enemies!
that worked. We done? Wintertide Bulwark. Receive 100 afflictions. Hoarfrost Shell, +2 shield deflection each time Wilder is missed. Stacks 5 times. Nice. Now this is a Coral Naga Sword. Ah, those are just basic swords, but they are quite decent. And a reptilian eye. Thank you for gouging the eye out. I kind of want to gouge eyes out. Why did I put them in the inventory? By the by, do we actually have a better saber? Yeah, superb saber. Okay. Well, superb is a bit better. Of course, it doesn't have the magical abilities, but yeah, you might as well keep it. So are we done with the Nagas? We're done with the Nagas. Little detour here and there. Boots of the White. Okay. Taru Taru Chu. Or Taru. Well, this is... well... fine. Now, I'll probably want to go around here. Well, Hungry Shoals. Did I check this? Oh, we definitely want to go here first. Oh, there's some singing going on there. Are we playing Black Sails here now? Let's check the abandoned village first. And that's it. Are you... Juana, okay. Oh, more snakes. Well, this might be a bit tougher battle.
I'll take care of it.
But maybe...
Death to our enemies. Thinks you got the decency to
yeah, this is a
die?
great place to be fighting. So maybe... well, we are taking a little beating there. Are you healing? Come on, heal. Heal, thank you. Yeah, good thing we have this area where to fight, because there are doing some damage there.
That's it.
Yeah, that could have been much worse if we would be fighting here,
Never you mind
or even here.
Moe, Ixi, Ona.
Come on, die already.
Ixi, Ona.
So, Orisia and Indecisive. Plus 5% action speed, 5 points all damage shield, minus 20% hostile effect duration, plus 1 penetration, plus minus 10 recovery. Oh, so many things. Oh, it's a random effect, so you get one of these at some times. So, okay, that makes perfectly sense then. And Fire Nagabo. Fire Nagabo. What? Why is it Fire Nagabow. It doesn't even do fire damage. At least I didn't see anything. Well, it is what it is. Are we done in here? I kind of feel that some of these guys I'm being killing will be bounties that I haven't just, you know, gotten. It feels like it. So once we get back to the Negetaka, we will make a decent bank and decent XP. So we have Burial Site, Matekau Landing, which is probably a proper city. Motare e Okosi, Hungry Shoals. And we have Ruined Tower. What else? I think that's it on this island area. So we are going there. First I'll start with here. Yeah, I think we are very fast compared to what it was before. Now that we have those sails. I should have bought those earlier, so the scouting around the sea would have been much faster. Yeah, let's search. Thank you. So there's nothing. Well, there's an island, of course, in here. We will do that later, but we'll start with this. I'll go check the Hungry Shoals. Maybe it's whales, maybe it's monsters. Here ye be monsters. Or something like that. Quick save, just in case. A little local finds you at the main deck. Your navigator is holding a compass at the same way one might hold a moldy piece of fruit. Captain, there's something wrong. The needle's twitching like a scarab's leg, but there's nothing about this place on the charts. A Maney stares out to sea. The shadow veil falls upon us, peering through us to pierce the depths. Little Loka blinks blankly at the Maney. Beardle points ahead. Reefs, Captain. Some ships are cross them to save time. We can try it ourselves or we can go around. Little Loka says, with our instruments acting like this, I say we sail around this place, whatever it is, however long it takes. What's the condition of our hull? It's good repair, Captain. I wouldn't sail through the reef myself, but if there's a good time to try, this is it. Take us through, Beardle. Ondra protect us, little locomotives, hanging their useless compass on a peg. As you sail above the reefs, a faint light shimmers in the depths. At first, the glow barely reaches the surface, but it gradually brightens in the source, its source rising closer. Something that looks like a submerged mountain peak. You recognize it, a vast shelf of a luminous adra. Soon you are surrounded by jagged shoals of the stuff. Reaching for your ship like a grasping claws, your crew goes quiet, tense, and transfixed. Peering overboard, Evermane whispers, the eyes of the eyeless face. Just below the surface and surrounding your ship, you glimpse a host of eyes watching you. As they flicker, however, the eyes resolve into 1,000 of fish, their silver and blue flanks marked with black spots like pupils. It's a blessing, Eldengrim says, but the others don't seem to be sure. Bring us about, we're turning back. Steady now, nice and easy, say nothing. The shoals crowd and close around you as Beardle labors mightily to keep the ship between them. Partial success. But a snag catches the hull. Beardle cries out as the wheel wrenches free from the sailor's hand. Little Loka grabs the wheel, guiding the ship toward the deeper waters. 18 damage, Beardle gained sail experience 2, Beardle gained a rank, Beardle was injured. At last, the shoals and Adra recede behind you, and the eye-like fish give up the pursuit. Little Loka checks the compass, now pointing faithfully north, and breathes a sigh of relief. More experience, 3 sailor experience, Little Loka gained rank, Bertha gained rank, motor shop. Everybody gets a rank. You get a rank, you get a rank. Now, who you got? Oh, you got wounded. So you are bosun and helms. Man, why are you there? Well, it doesn't matter. Bosun, helms, man. Okay, you can go to that place for now. Okay. So you kind of want to do those and get some experience. Maybe we would have gotten experience to killing the whales, but why would we do that? We are not whalers. Oh, it wasn't the proper... Or was it? What? You disembarked on a calm beach. A thick rail line ahead separates you from the deeper jungle. You see evidence that another landing party arrived here before. Booted tracks lead off into the jungle, though it doesn't look as if anyone returned this way. Listen. The beach is conspicuously quiet, and it takes you a moment to realize what's missing. The chirp or warble of birds. Then you spot it. Subtle movement in the tree line. You're not alone. I'll show your empty hands. Charge the tree line, screaming and waving weapon over your head. Go inland. Go inland? As you approach the jungle, a war cry rises from the obscurity of the tree line. The band of Huana warriors wearing the face paint of the Wahaki raises their weapon and charge down the beach to meet you head on. Well, what the hell? One tries to be peaceful.
You have come to the wrong place, outsider.
I heard that before. I really heard that before. So time to kill.
This is futile. Hey, whose side are you on?
Just like that.
No prisoners.
Nope. Guys, you go away. Because I kind of want to get those kills if I can.
Death to our enemies!
It's a mano a mano.
Oh, that's the stuff.
I like the sword.
Feel pain.
Ooh. Damn. Wahaki missive. Whoever wrote this missive onto the Wahaki ambush party left deep indentation in the parchment. Another Outlander ship sails for Motare or Kozi. That makes 3. Better. Your warning to the prince only whetted his appetite, as I told you it would. Better that the trespasser die on the beach than meet her ladyship inland. Finish the job this time, or I will find a warrior better suited to your responsibility. Following the message is an accurate description of your ship. Well, we wouldn't have been able to do this peacefully anyway, so at least there's that. How many deaths? We've 11. Okay. So if we meet more fights, I'll probably kinda need to take the AI off so I can get some kills.
As you wish.
As long as they're easy fights. And I guess Gith, of course. Motare Kozi. So that's a city. Okay, nice. Let's check the burial site first. Light heart. Wait, what is that? Arquebus. Nice. Yes. Spare. So, weapons. Now, would this work with you? $28.37, same damage. Range is farther away. Everything else same for now, except Living Wood, 20% chance to cast corrode damage code AoE from the self. from self and hobble target on attack. I'll probably keep this on one slot because it does fires 2 shots. Chanter, Ranger, and Wizard. Fortunately, you are Ranger, so you can have that. Weird looking gun, but I'll take it. And bind, yes. Right. Motare it is. And our crew is fixing our ship. That's nice. Taking the initiative, so I don't have to whip them to the shape. Search the ruins of... Oh, it's still a ruin. Okay, okay.
Could be a...
Corrupted Toiga. Well, that's not good, of course.
Fight.
Come on.
Death to our enemies!
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
No. Puvkra. Ooh, there goes the Puvkra.
Kill them all!
Prince Arohi sent the expedition to investigate Motara Kochi, an island once used for shelter and sanctuary in the days of Ukaiso. Arohi believes that the location lost to Ukaiso might be recorded somewhere on the island. He needs someone to learn the fate of the expedition and find the information they sought. The trading companies are doubtless sending their own forces to do the same. Okay.
This is futile!
So we are dealing quests too. The inscription reads, a harvest of koiki blooms without toil. The fruit of dead sustains the living. Beep. How huge area this is? Not that huge altogether. Oh, there it is. Move. There.
I'll see it.
+2 deflection. Okay, not bad. Anybody have a finger available? You do. So you can have that.
Of course.
Of course. Well, surprisingly empty.
Bring them down!
Come on, Puvkra. Why are you not moving? Oh no. Rotted lady. That doesn't really sound too good. We're doing fine. Fine. Except Shotty. She's not doing that fine.
Hey, watch it with that. No print with pleasure.
What the hell?
I'm fixing to be sick.
You're a priest. You could heal yourself, you know? Well...
Leave it to me.
Oxcap. There's something over there. And of course we need to pick whatever we have here. Nerian Sword, medium shield. Maybe something I could use. Again, I'm fairly certain whatever Eder has is better and he really needs the heal. Well, I do kind of have a interesting sword too. Let's compare it. Fine, exceptional. Incoming weapon damage is already used as health is lost. Max 15 damage reduction. Polished scales plus all defense against grace attacks. I really don't know. Well, it's exceptional, so yeah, but we don't get any minus points from that, so we could, you know, make it exceptional. We can make it legendary too. Wait, what? We have these, and we have the money. Oh, sorry. Why is it open? Because you need these two, then. I don't know. Either we use Kraken Eyes, or we use this and money. Nah, we're not blowing all our money there. So now this is pretty much something I don't need to use. Because the accuracy is something that is... by take the -4. But anyways, I digress. It's a good shield, though. But not for us. Oh, there's a chest too.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, you can open it. Wooden spider figurine as a shell string. Nice. The inscription reads, Ngadi gifted her chosen people with the dominion over water.
I'll see it done.
Oh. Good. So much water in here. Corrupted tiger.
Face this. Bring them down.
Right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes.
Leave it to me.
Once we go back to Neketaka, get money and whatnot, I'll have to upgrade people's weapons. The inscription reads, it is the charge of all living things to safeguard Adra. The gods will know us by our fealty to this covenant. Yeah, sure. Cave bat. They have a cave bat. Whatever that is. Well, it's a bat that lives in a cave. But do we have a cave here? Where's the cave? If we have the bats. And exceptional pistol and golden inner. The surface of this golden ring is engraved with series of elaborate Huana runes. Intersecting lines and other sigils stand out among the runes, but they appear to be cut off. Grooves along the underside would suggest this piece connects to the larger mechanism. Nice.
No prisoner.
Hello, jungle lurker.
Death is the true atonement. Moe, Ixi, Ona.
More jungle lurkers. And Buvgra.
That's not very helpful.
Damn lad's aim.
Moe, Ixi, Ona.
Thank you.
As you wish.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. This fragment of soul vibrates with a sense of deep worry and hesitation. As you draw closer, it drifts toward you with a sense of blind urgency. Read the soul. You pant with exertion as you flee, clutching an ornate golden ring in both hands. The hip-deep water slows you frenzied escape, but you persist with some tattered memory of hope. A painted shriek rings out from the jungle. You turn back, distracted, and manage to run headlong into a towering form. The creature swivels her attention down at you. She plucks you up with a bony talon as he would a doll. Through the haze of the disorientation, you make out her pitted face and milk-white eyes. Cackling, she snatches the golden ring and hangs it on the branch of a tall gnarled tree. She tells you of the awful fate you'll suffer, feeding her crow, watering her children, but she makes it all sound like an honor. You wish you could believe her. The vision disperses in a cloud of pain and confusion. Swing Airlander softly, Xoti lures the soul into its depths. You and your souls, Xoti. I just read them and you eat them. Anything over here?
Help! Please!
Do we need to help you? I guess we do. Baltia.
Complanka! Help me!
The dawn-covered vines encircle the Valiant woman, constricting around her in a deadly embrace. Her speech gets cut short as one of the vines about her midsection tightens its hold, nearly forcing the breath from her lungs. Gritting her teeth, she braces against the vines and fights to steal back some breathing room.
Batso! Stinking weed!
She regards you with the tired, bloodshot eyes. Let's see if we can do something about those vines.
Thank you. Only I don't know how we're going to manage it.
She strains the tangled mass of vegetation. If I pull the larger vines away, could you squirm out of there?
Maybe. This vine is squeezing me hard enough to make a chore of it. But I am needing all the help I can get.
She offers you an encouraging nod. Okay, pull the vines with your hands.
Madiko! The damn thing is getting tighter.
Okay. Aldia winches and grits her teeth with a determination.
I hope that you have a strong grip, Frero, or this could end poorly for me.
Yeah. Stronger than you might guess, Serel. What does that mean? A valiant term for sister. Let's do this. You brace yourself and grab a hold of the thickest vine, careful to avoid the worst of the thorns. Your grip on the vine remains steadfast. As you tear and wrench away, something in the limb of the plant flexes like a muscle of its own. In time it relents, relaxing its hold of the valiant explorer.
I think that did it. Agrasima.
She struggles to her feet with a pained groan, massaging aches all over her body.
Our ship landed on the other side of the island, but I am the last of the crew, and I cannot sail her alone.
Okay.
May I join your voyage? I do not care where we make port, as long as it is far from here.
So what happened to you?
Director Castle sent us. We were shadowing a Juana expedition, trying to figure out what they were after.
Your gaze wanders towards the outer limits of the visible ruin.
Corpses, all of them. But we couldn't turn our backs on the mission, so we went deeper into the jungle.
So what did you find?
North of here, there is a golden disc, big, heavy thing. One of my mates took a piece of it. Everything went wrong after that.
Yeah, I think I have the piece.
Something took us while we rested. Oh gods. I woke up and there was a flower growing out of my Casita's mouth. I started pulling weeds out from between his teeth.
Ugh.
Then I got hit from behind and woke up here.
How has this place already claimed 2 expeditions?
There is something guiding the creatures here. A woman, I think. She gets under your skin.
It seems like literally, I think we already killed her unless there's somebody else too. Baldur raises a shaking hand to her temple.
I only caught a glimpse of her in passing. Huge. And her daughters are none too fond of outsiders.
Ah, okay. You mentioned something about the golden disc.
We didn't learn much. It was already missing a piece by the time we got here. The most I saw were a bunch of Juana's scribblings.
Oh, maybe we need another part.
I wager it was what the other expedition came to find. Not that their luck was any better than ours.
So, I accept her offer.
Ak, Casita. I will see you on board.
Snapping to a sharp salute, Baldur manages a pain but genuine grin.
Makes me regret all those times I told Kana to eat his vegetables.
Wait, you know Kana? Anyways, ship management. You are cannoneer. Nice. We have 3, 3, 3, and 3. Okay. Unfortunately, we have a good cannoneer group, but if one gets wounded, we have another one. So there's at least that. More souls. The lingerer soul drifts in a lazy, hypnotic fashion. It does not seem to know or care that its life has been extinguished. The golden wheel weighed as much as Eothas' thumb, but you weren't leaving without a souvenir, something to put a smile on Director Castrol's face. Then your boots crunch a soft femur in half, and you remembered. Wasn't this island supposed to be abandoned? Maybe you didn't beat the Huana expedition in getting here. Suddenly the gold felt like a dead weight. You rolled into it into a cave for safekeeping. You didn't make it 10 paces forward toward the beach before something big, all crooked limbs and fetid breath plucked you off your feet. When she squeezed you like a dish rag over a patch of thirsty vines, you bled out so fast that you forgot to scream. Shotty thrust her lantern, and the light inside the flares, and another soul is harvested. Harvester of sorrow. Okay.
Oh, this is a whole lot fancier than what we've seen. Who do you suppose lived here? And when?
We'll find out, hopefully. Come on, I want the soul. This soul flits about in hasty, panicked bursts. It eases closer to you with anticipation. They laughed at your hours of studying the runic script of the ancient Huana, but here you are poring over gold inscriptions while they scratch their heads. You promise yourself a good boast on the journey back to Neketaka. No one believes the Huana could have forged a device like the Golden Wheel, but you stay silent on the matter. The Ingvitans built more for function than beauty, and this is art. Rotating the control disc and pressing panels had you so engrossed that you mistakenly entered the wrong combination. Whoops. A slit opened in the disc, discharging the gas that brought you to your knees, coughing loud enough to summon a creature whose shape you could barely perceive through the haze of pain. Boasting would have to wait. Emitting a palpable feeling of relief, the essence drifts into Xotti's lantern. Well, that didn't go too well. Thinking too much about the boasting and died for that. The inscription reads, "Though we leap between isles, home is beloved Ukaizo." If I would be golden disc, where would I be? But let's check. This massive golden disc is covered with intricate engravings and inscriptions. You are able to pick out the symbols representing plants, wildlife, and boats, but there's no discernible order or meaning to their configuration. You know that the vacant depression in the control panel matches the engraved rings you found in the ruins. Study the engravings, look for a pattern. You can vaguely see how different points of the engravings seem to match up, forming a coherent shape in spite of being situated on opposing sides of the carving. A depression in the ring resembles a control panel, which could be used to manipulate the moving parts of the disc, though it is missing something. Read the main inscription. To all wayward kin, far from family shores, let this chart point the way home, that your tribe may welcome you open-armed. Engravings remember what the dead forget. Take comfort on this sanctuary, read its teaching, and let knowledge guide your hand that turns the wheels. I slide the golden wheels onto the control panel. The rings settle into place, fitting neatly around the central axis. The outer ring is inscribed with messages in the Huana runic language. Oh right, we got the outer ring, but I thought it was some kind of a crafting material. Yeah. 4 symbols decorate the inner wheel. They show pillars of luminous adra, native koiki fruit, depiction of the Huana water-shaping art, and lovely engraved island. The way this inscription aligns suggests a relationship between the two. Something about the island catches your attention. The runes surrounding it, and particularly elaborate and very measurement, use it at point of origin. It is Ukaizo. As set of dots on the inscribed panels of the outer ring suggest that it should be rotated in sequence starting from 1 and ending in 4. Rotate the wheel into the first configuration. The first inscription reads, "Though their roots grow from Rikuhu's lightless bowls, their yield is welcome reprieve. The inner ring can be turned to match the symbol to the inscription. Koiki fruit. You turn the wheel until the passage aligns with the symbol of the koiki fruit. The way the control panel sits atop the disc suggests that you could push this configuration down. Press down. You press your weight on the paddle. Deep inside the disc, you hear rotating of heavy parts. The gold ring springs back up, ready to be spun again. Our covenant to safeguard those petrified limbs are the health and safety of Deadfire. Luminous Hydra. You spin the wheels of until inscription asks yes, and we press down. The wheels settle into a place with some resistance, likely owing to age and neglect. Beneath the disc, the groaning of gears sounds once more. Ngati gifted her chosen people with dominion over her dark and turbulent kingdom. Water shaping? A cacophonous grinding sound builds from somewhere deep beneath the disc. Whether this indicates a favorable outcome or not remains to be seen. Turn the wheel to Ukaiso. Yeah, our origin, our destination, our home. A long silence follows in which you are forced to wonder whether or not you input the correct combination and what consequences might to follow either way. Manipulating the control panel has rotated the rings of the massive inner disc into a new configuration, one that lines up with a neat precision. The engravings intersect in a manner that forms the shape of the Deadfire. The emerging image is not exactly a map, but an index of an island and coordinates organized in relation to each other. You recognize several of the cited locations as containing nothing but open water. Charting a path by this obsolete system now would be impossible. The word Ukaiso stands out from the other named island. You take a rubbing of the disk in its completed form. Judging by your surroundings, this coordinate system has gone untouched for millennia. Your findings may be interest of someone. Yay! Whether or not this treasure should be available to just anyone who happens by is another matter. The gold rings are resolutely locked in place. Leave the disc intact and step away. Why would we destroy that? And that's gonna bite my bottom later, but we'll do that. Tiger Den, book the tree. Okay, we're done here, I guess. Maybe we can do a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So the amount of quests and whatnot we will be returning Negetaka will be quite huge. So this is done. So these are our next objectives. And we could go there. Hohonu Lagoon, I guess. What is that? An orchard bustling with coiteries, doubtless a good spot to exchange food and all that. Oh, right, I've been there. It's just a, shop. And Briny Grotto is something we can't do just yet. Makes sense. It's in this dangerous area. So it would definitely seem we could go there first and then see if we can actually do something here. Uamoru the Pretender, maybe. Are you what? Principiser Patrena, Reckless Doe. So you're a pirate. But before we continue, I'll take a quick break. So, be right back. Okay. The ship crests highway before plunging into the next throw, shuddering down its length. Clinging to the rail, Oswald shouts orders from the aft castle as water rushes across the deck. Or other mad points into the rough sea. Something's ahead in the water. I don't know. A massive pale grey form appears briefly in the water ahead of you, disappearing with the flash of a flat fin tail. What in Ondra's name was that? Oswald shouts. identify it. I'm guessing it's survival. It swears. A Gilutalik. See the horns? You heard of such beasts, large carnivorous whales known to punch holes through the sides of the ships. We'll let the creature pass in. Ready the cannons, fire, all hands on the battle stations. Oswald nods and begins to shouting orders. Hands scurry across the deck, disappearing into the hold, and the sounds of metal against metal rise from the below. Because I'm a little worried that it actually would attack us. As if on cue, the beast explodes from among the waves, its 3 massive tusks stabbing forward as it slams into the side of the ship. The higher tusk tears into the rigging and mainsail, while the thicker lower tusk rips through the side of the ship and just juts from the deck. Oh, good. 15 damage. Maya only barely manages to avoid being impaled by one of the protruding tusks. Oh, great! Fire the cannons! The ship rocks as the cannons erupt below, blowing holes through the beast and sending up plumes of red mist. Oh, it needs 5. Fortunately, we had 12. The whale tusks remain lodged in the ship, and its blood slickens the deck, but calm again falls over the surprise. The crew gather, quietly clapping one another on the back before they begin harvesting the beast. So, if Maya would have failed, would that mean she would die permanently unless I load? Mohora meat. Nice. Gain an item. Horn. This good horn could make an excellent trophy or drinking cup. Fine horns are highly prized by artisans as they'll take well to carving. And lots of experience. Okay, nice. Good thing I didn't try to let it passed because he was going to attack anyways. The carnivores was the part that scared me there. Okay, Uamoru the Pretender. Can I go past it and just... Well, no, it's right over here. Well, we'll deal with it. So you are the Pretender then. I kind of wish we would be on the dry land while fighting. But I don't think that is possible.
We're not alone.
No, we are not. No, we are not alone.
See that, Ishi?
Dankspor has to go down fast,
Put a little pep in my step.
if possible. Because it can cause problems. Come on.
Well, death to our enemies.
Die. We're almost done. Nice. What? Actually, I'm gonna change my weapon, so I'm a little bit more protected. What are you complaining at?
Bring them down.
Nice, level up. We need to heal.
Just a little blood.
Come on.
Oh, good.
No. Eder and others, stay away. Well, actually, Eder, that's nice. You can work as a distraction. So how's the sword looking? Oh, that probably didn't count. Right. Put the brain back on and let's start to level up. I'll do it quite fast. I'm not using mechanics. Explosive mechanics it is, and intimidate. Then we have 2 points. Nice. That means we did have reinforced exhortation. 20 deflection. So I was thinking, what? This. Fit. Fit inspiration now hardy. Characters have +5 constitution and gain +2 armor rating. Or we could go steadfast, but I'll still go with the hardy if I take it. Healing chain. The paladin targets a single ally for healing, but the effect continues to jump between allies, healing slightly less with each jump. Okay. Zealous exhortation. Quick inspiration. Anything here? Providence. The paladin is down with enough zeal. If the paladin is down with enough zeal available to pay Providence cost, the zeal is consumed and the paladin is revived few seconds later. Okay, that's that's nice, but I'm fairly sure that we already have a zeal down when we do that. So I'll take this and the healing for now. Weapon. What kind of a weapon I would like to have? Because I kind of have already what I need. We have a Morning Star. We do have a mace. House sword. I'll take that because we are using the one-handed sword, so why not? That's it. And you are a resident theologian, and I'll put 1 point in athletics. It could become useful. It might be useful. Crowns of Faithful, crowns and allies in the glory of Priest God imbuing an ally's area of effect with the insightful, smart, steadfast, and inspiration. Ignites a powerful seal with the allies that manifests in an aura that shocks any nearby. Well, that's not bad. We could take that. Through the force of will, the priest can destroy any spirit or vessel creature below the priest's level. Spirit and vessel creatures equal to a... Yeah, take raw damage. I'll take these two now. Emblazons the ground with a symbol of Eothas, periodically causing burn damage to enemies in the area and granting defensive bonuses to allies. Nice. Increases the maximum number of times Empower can be... Oh, this has to be taken next time. And what weapon do I want you to have? Honestly, I don't know. Does it really matter? I don't know. Let's take a flail. It doesn't really matter. Done. Hunting bow, two-handed. Amina's legacy. I think... Well, I don't think that's the problem. Let's see. How's your hunting bow compared to our Frostseeker? Precision impact, precision impact. What? 12? Increase the chance to daze target if it wielders is a dwarf. 15% damage as a crush. Interesting. Interesting. We could... Let's see, how does it compare? Well, it does, of course, more damage. Accuracy goes up. I'll try for a while. I kind of want to try. If you are looking at the value, this seems to be better. But the question is it? Attack time 0.6, so I guess that's better. The smaller is better, I think. Oh, that.
See it done.
So we're done with that. Maybe we can do something little still before we end the episode. I probably should check what we actually get, but to be honest, we can't check it like so. Wait, Ooh. Choke the target, paralyzing them, dealing raw damage over time. When the effect ends, the target is prone. +2 per armor rating. Yes, we definitely want those. I want to strangle people. Squeeze me harder, daddy. Oh, no. I don't know. Okay. So, Sentinel Hill is the next place, but we can't go through here. So let's take our little ship and sail over. I'll go get the fruits first. Oh, there's a flooded cave there too. So I think we are doing this island. And after that, we'll end the episode. Depending how long the flooded cave is. Something's not quite right, but you can't place why. You realize then, silence. The wind does not whisper across your skin or stir the tops of the tree. Birds do not whistle and shriek. The chirp of insect is gone. Why do we always come to the areas where birds are not chirping, burping, chirping, and blurping and whatever, and insects are quiet and whatnot? Rounding the corner, the sound of distant chanting finds you. You can't make out the words, only the low drone of many voices raises in unison. Research for the sources of the voices. You come upon a rocky switchback path leading up to the steep side of the mountain. The chanting voices are louder here, but you still can't make sense of the word. Sneak closer. You creep up the path and discover the chorus of spirits floating in the clearing ahead of you. As you do, your boots crunch on the stones. One misplaced step sends you the feet skidding out from under you. The spirits surround a central figure and they all turn their ghostly eyes on you. Okay, let's deal with it then. We shall call down the power. Well, we are not allowed to go up there because, you know, these essence battery. Or do we need to destroy those?
Sure.
Well,
Hey, who's sorry?
they are immunity to cold, but not lightning. Ancient Raid. Well, to be honest, it doesn't feel so bad at the moment.
That looks
At least there's that.
complicated.
What happened there? Interesting.
What is it? Kill them all.
Interesting. Come on. Oh, he pushed me away. Don't push me because I'm on the edge. Honestly, let's...
No prisoners.
Now. Wait, where is it? Let's see if this works.
Not a chance.
Try it, please.
Death to our enemies.
Well, apparently you are not doing it, so we just might do it the old way.
Bring them down.
Unfortunately, Ada is charmed. Not anymore, fortunately. Well, that's the end of that chapter for now.
I reap what I sow.
I sow what I reap. What? And we are done. Oh, Ada, you leveled up. Nice. And somebody else too. Survival. Let's go with mechanics this time. We do have clear out, so we might upgrade it. The fighter will now push back all enemies in a line. The fighter now hits all enemies around them with the... Yes! Gather your thoughts and channel your strength into a state of pure focused discipline, granting all first-tier inspirations for a short time. Strong, fit, quick, insightful, smart. That could be something. Yes, we'll take the Great Soul. Increase the maximum number of times Empower can be used before resting. Indeed. Now, do I want to give you some kind of a ranged weapon, maybe? Or... It really doesn't matter, because you can use them anyways. Rapid shot, maybe. And I... Oh, that was it. For now. For now. So the cave. We will see what's in the cave. Unless it's too flooded, you know. That we have to swim. As you traverse the island, you arrive in an area that appears to be untouched by Kit hands. Lush plants grow in riotous abundance around the entrances to several caves, and you can hear the sound of animals and insects over the crash of waves on the beach behind you. When you walk closer, however, you notice that one of the cave entrances is too uniformly structured to have been created by nature alone. Inspecting it reveals a doorway carved into the aperture of the cave, though a door no longer stands there now. Okay, thank you. I thought it would be a cave because it said it's a cave, but of course it's not a natural cave. How huge? Oh no. Oh, I was thinking that there would be a dragon or something like that, but fortunately there is not. These are Sigil of Pain.
Well?
We'll kind of want to destroy that first, whatever it takes. And you, sir, are Ancient Lich Battle Mage. Well, that's not great.
This is futile!
Damn! No prisoners.
Well, I don't think they're gonna surrender anyways, so there's that. By the by, now we can use this. I don't know if it works. It definitely... Okay, we're not using. Oh no, wrong weapon. Yeah, I'm dead. Can you... Okay, I'm not supposed to go and surround myself with the enemies, probably. Resurrection. Maybe that works. Oh,
like I'm here to stay.
That didn't work out too well. No, you didn't hit my character apparently. No, that's just great. Okay. You're doing the revive fall, and that would help.
That's not very helpful.
Okay, now can you revive me? Yay! I can't see anything. Darkul Swashbuckler, is that the only one left?
Kill them all.
Come on. Oh, you're still there. Okay, I didn't see that. How is that possible that I didn't see the huge archlich? No pen. What is it? Well, basic weapons should work. Basic weapons should work.
Didn't work.
Bring them down.
Well, I'll probably need to load this. Maybe. I was too busy to get the sigil, so I kinda caused a problem with myself.
Well, feel pain. No.
We are doing fine damage, but unfortunately I don't survive.
I'll get you yet.
But we might be lucky.
Hey,
We're not lucky.
we had some good times.
Weird thing is, it's not even
Kill them
a
all.
skull enemy and we are taking such a beating.
Just a little blood. We're losing folks. Not good.
Yeah, we need to load this. So, what we learned, don't run too far away. So let's take the brains off
I'll take care of it.
and try to lure the enemies here, okay? Yeah, that should work. Now, engage the brain.
No prisoners.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Let's start dealing with these.
There's a walloping.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I'm feeling the strength.
Could you... Wait. Where did the Oh, bloody hell. The phantoms again. Come on, kill the phantom. Kill the phantom. Thank you.
You were saying?
No one noticed that, right?
Can't get a clean hit. Another wither.
Oh, for... The healing didn't...
We're dropping like flies.
Rest is in order.
I was just getting the healing. The problem is we kind of need to take these guys down.
Strike.
We're losing folks.
Yeah, that didn't work at all. Even further down the road. And the weird thing is, those are, you know, not skull enemies. What is going on with them?
Of course.
With the difficulty levels, yeah? Anyone coming?
As you wish.
I don't know.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, for...
Kill them all.
Didn't work.
Come on, die, corpse eater.
With
Hey, watch it with that.
Bloody hell.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Yeah, I'm dead. I don't know. We need to leave probably here. I don't know what's going on here. He's not taking any damage. He has ridiculous defenses. Bloody hell.
That order's too tall.
And it seems that we're not able to take anyone down quite fast, so... Okay, kill something, kill something. Go with that.
A lot of you.
Kill one of those. Okay, we got the marksman down. Maybe. Can we get the marksman down? Can we take the marksman down?
So much for you.
I don't know anymore. Somebody now. Okay, now we got something down. I'll resurrect her. If I can, thank you. Who is dying now? Swashbuckler. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Now, marksman. Kill the marksman, kill the marksman. Who is healing him? Probably the Void Seer.
Yeah?
Oh, bloody hell. Yay!
Ishi.
So we were almost doing it, but
Where's Ishi?
Maya's down.
the problem is this is ridiculous. The Ancient Lich Battle Mage. Of course it should be, but it's not even a skull enemy. We were doing so fine until we didn't. What's happening here? Oh, sorry.
Yeah?
Well, this is interesting if you can handle this by yourself. Probably you can't, but...
Can't make a dent.
So why can't you hit him? Well, his defenses are so high. And you're scared now. Well, there goes that. Use the mule kick like it helps, but... Actually, it does.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll have to do this later. Apparently we can't do it now.
I'm having some trouble moving through this.
Yeah, that's it. We're done. We're not doing that. We are off. Honestly, kinda odd. So I remember I have to come back here. But yeah, honestly quite odd that the Lich is not even a skull enemy. I would understand it had at least a couple of skulls, but none at all, and he's wiping the floor with us. Did I take the water? So, I don't know, maybe the difficulty markings are not working at the times, or I have no idea. But we'll come back later. There are some other things we need to do also, so there's that. But I kind of wish we had a marker that says that, yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, Urnox maybe. So these seems to be quite empty. We have Ashen Moor. And then we have something over here, Sunscorched Valley and Old Battleground. And I'm fairly certain there's a few pirates that will try to get us while we're working there. Maybe Ratun. We could try... Well, we probably next episode we'll try to sink some ships. And apparently it would seem there's only a couple of places to go around here. And this area we already dealt with. So basically what we are doing, we are sailing through there. maybe deal with few of these maybe pirates that will attack us most likely. Check these areas what we can and start going, you know, back. Maybe we can do that in even the next episode, because who knows, maybe. Because there seems to be not so many places to be left. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.